Welcome to Jamie TV, thank you very much for tuning in. This morning I received an email from Aurora DSP, the makers of the Mighty Mammoth and Rhino plugins, telling me that they've just made a new bass guitar plugin called Gorilla, and would I like to make some presets for it? Well, duh! If after watching this video you decide to go ahead and purchase Gorilla, please use the affiliate link in the description below this video. The nice thing about Gorilla's interface is that everything is on one page, making it very usable in a live situation. If you look at the top of the interface, over here we have a button for a tuner. Here we can access our MIDI mappings. We can undo and redo a change here, access presets from this menu here. We can toggle through presets like this, delete a preset, save a preset, and over here you can access Gorilla's online manual. Now you'll see that the interface is divided into numerous sections. Let's press play and start over here. If you have a particularly hot bass, you can knock back the input level or boost a quieter bass. And if you double click any of these numerical values, you can actually type in a value. You may also wish to knock back the input level and say, make your bass hit the preamp section a little softer, just dialing it into taste. The preamp section itself, you can choose between a bassman type of sound, a tone hammer, and an SVT. Here we dial in the amount of gain. We can switch between a clean and driven front end, pressing the hot switch for an extra gain boost, and we can blend this section into our final sound with this control here. We can also bypass the preamp with this switch, as we can the tone stack section, which has 4 bands to play around with, as you can see. The bright, which is engaged at the moment, the bright switch will give you an extra high shelf. I'll just switch that off so you see what happens when I take it out. And the gentle button will roll off some top end to give you that warmer, more old school bass sound. Think of this as like the volume fader for the treble section, which will make more sense in a moment. I'm going to solo the treble section, and let's just boost a few things here. Right, now this sweep control here will determine how much of the signal is coming to the treble section of the amplifier, and anything below this numerical value here is coming to this section of the amp down here. Take the solo off the treble and solo the middle. Now those lower frequencies can now be split between the middle and bass section. So now anything below this value is coming down to the bass section. we have a maximizer to compress and just make your bass sound fuller. The growl will add some dirty harmonics to your sound. Let's just take this back up here. Right, and of course this is the fader for this section. Go back to middle. Grunt will add those rich harmonics to the middle section, and we have a maximizer for this section too. Okay, now I'll take solo off, and then these three controls here become faders for us to blend the bass, middle and treble sections together. Let me just switch back to my preset because I've really messed up my sound there. Okay, now Gorilla also provides a low octave, which you just dial in with this control here, and when you take it back to 0%, it's off. And here's the upper octave. I forgot to mention that you can actually bypass the preamp for the bass end of the amplifier, but I kind of like how it sounds when it's on. Now here's the master volume for the amp. We have a limiter here to help control the massive dynamic range that a bass guitar has, and up here we have the cabinet / IR section, which we can switch on and off with this button here. This is like moving a microphone around the speaker cabinet. There are 4 inbuilt IRs, and you just move this little circle around just until you find that IR sound that you like, or if you prefer, you can press this plus switch down here and you can import your own IR. Now finally we come to the Gorilla knob. Now the instructions do not tell you exactly what the Gorilla knob does. It's more of a secret sauce button, and you simply play around with it and see if it adds something that you like. When it comes to mixing a track, the bass guitar can be very problematic. If you're wanting to feel the rumble of the bass but also hear each note clearly and distinctly, this can be very difficult to achieve. But like for me, I'm a bass player first. I play lots of instruments, but it's the bass guitar that I'm most passionate about, so I don't want to compromise on this. And this is where I think that Gorilla really excels. See, it's all about shaping your tone appropriately for your track, and Gorilla gives you a vast array of tone shaping possibilities. So this is definitely a plugin I will be using on my bass guitar in future. So in the comments below this video, tell me, do you have Gorilla? What do you think to it? What other bass plugins do you like? What do you use? What have you had a good or bad experience with? Are you having any problems with your bass sound or anything else music related? Reach out to me in the comments below the video. I will reply. I will do my best to help you. I hope you liked this video. I hope you got something out of it. If so, please do give me a thumb up. Consider subscribing. Maybe ding my bell if you'd like to be notified of further nonsense from the stupid hippie. Maybe consider becoming a Patreon, checking out my website, checking out my music, merchandise, all that stuff. All the links are down below the video. So until my next video, take good care of yourselves, make lots of music, be kind, be good, and try not to piss your pants about. See you later.